good. The heat. Yeah. Yeah. And then what you do? You came down.
And then I came down. I think I could like
Just glance
yeah,
over.
and be like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, maybe CD. Yeah.
I've been a stage director for almost 15 years, primarily in opera and also in some plays and musicals. And I guess what drew me to opera in the first place was the ability to tell stories in a really heightened way, to express the incredible music that comes with opera and exploring intimate character relationships between people. So I'm really excited about doing Postino here in Santa Barbara because I think it's a fantastic opera and it's something that I'm very close to.
I grew up in New Mexico. A good portion of my growing up was in New Mexico, and I saw a lot of really beautiful sunsets and light, and was already enamored with that. And then through a bunch of crazy events in physical science class, I fell in love with light as a medium, as a thing. And so I became a lighting designer early on. We started working on this show before we started working on this production because we did another production of it with Virginia Opera, and it's a co-production with some other companies. And the process of creating a piece of produced opera takes a long time, and it's a lot of conversations and ideas that work and ideas that don't work. I think sometimes the ones that don't work are more important than the ones that do. We felt this was a conversation between the poetic and the mundane. We started out with having just done this other production, right? So there's a set that we know, there's a cast that we know, that we wanted a way to have the projection design carry forward and also have the space that we give the show be unique. There are a lot of scenes in this show. It's pretty cinematic in that way. So we had to figure out a way to get from one place to another in a fluid and melodic way.
And the way we're doing that is through not only projection, but also the set design itself really lends itself to being able to jump from one scene to the other. There are different levels, there are different ways to access it so that you can quickly move from scene to scene and change out props. But something that I've explored in the rehearsal process is piling on the props on the stage so that we're sort of piecing together the story, and then it starts breaking apart towards the end, so that we see that when it sort of reflects Neruda's presence on the island, I think, where he comes and things start to make sense, and then once he leaves, things don't make sense anymore tomorrow for a short time. What I like most about this opera is the historical fiction aspect of it, where yes, Neruda was in exile in Italy, but the invented nature of a potential relationship that he had with his postman as a deep friendship between the two men. So that is I think it's great when you take real people in history and you're able to express a fictional tale of them, and it's I think this opera, just like the film, is a real beloved story. I think that opera as a form is often misconstrued or assumed to be one thing when it is not. And my goal is for an audience to leave this show not thinking that they saw an opera, but thinking that they went through an experience where they were able to go on a journey with characters, just like you would in a movie, on a TV show, even in a play. Because when opera totally synchronizes between music and drama and the visual, I think that it's one thing, and you can't separate it without it falling apart. And so I really want people to walk away feeling happy that they experienced this show, and also a sense that maybe they are a poet themselves.